We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, James. We have anybody for the moment of silence.
Yes, we do. We have Suzanne Valletta. The Valletta family has been very big in this town and very prominent for a long time, so that's the one I have, Susan.
Thanks.
Mark, if I could add, Margaret Martin, who is a longtime resident of Manlius, but grew up in Pompey for over childhood, passed away this week.
Thanks.
Margaret Martin,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Okay. Now the public comments.
That's Falls Road. Can you come up so I can have?
Oh, we have a podium.
We have a podium. Great.
Center stage.
Doesn't have a microphone attached to it.
It's all right.
Nice.
I project well. I thought we were gonna do public comments at the end. What, is there a follow-up to that from last month or? Does
That
it?
was a suggestion.
Okay. So I wanted to follow up about that, and see what the outcome was, because you didn't say you were gonna have a discussion about it. I think most people agreed that that's where we were gonna do this. But the one thing then that I will, ask about is last month's. I have questions on last month's code enforcement report or codes office report. And I'm just, who can I go through to ask those questions?
I guess it depends what kinds of questions you have.
Well, questions on the report. There's.
Dave, can you help her out with
data on
us?
the report. Who can-
If you have questions, I would suggest submitting them in an email to Tim Barrup and he'll take a look at those. If he's able to answer. I don't know what the questions are.
Well,
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Answer your question.
no. We all know Tim Barrett doesn't answer my emails that he's been instructed not to. So is there someone else who can answer?
Direct an email to
questions?
me.
Okay. And you'll answer?
Yes, I will.
Perfect. Thank you.
Next.
Evening, everybody. I know you all don't want to hear this again, and I don't want to be saying it again, but here we go. So you all know that I've been trying to meet with the code enforcement officer to understand how this all constitutes dark sky compliant lighting. You all know that the code enforcement officer has refused to speak to me, which we now know is at the direction of the planning board attorney. Mr. Nardella, you stated at the budget meeting on the 6th that the code enforcement officers were told by the planning board attorney not to speak with the neighbors of Heritage Hill. Only the neighbors of Heritage Hill. But he can speak to anybody else in the town. On November 8th, an email was sent by the planning board attorney, who I've never met, I've never spoken to, alleging that I and another neighbor are acting inappropriately in trying to speak with the code enforcement officer. That the lighting in question is compliant and that, quote, this has been explained to me. This has never been explained to me. This is why I've been trying to talk to the code enforcement officer so he could explain it to me. But he's been directed not to talk to me. And it was also stated in the email that the code enforcement officer is under no obligation to have in-person meetings with residents. But he does have in-person meetings with residents, just not us. We've been singled out. And you know what's crazy? That email was sent to someone who has nothing to do with these ongoing violations. So what are you gonna do next? Call my mother? We're not going away.
Hi, I just wanted to, first of all, say that it's outrageous that these people are still having bright lights in their houses. And it should be dealt with by somebody here in this room. Second of all, I wanted to say that if we still are still wondering about where to use the ARPA money, that I was driving through the Ryder yesterday on Veterans Day, and I happened to see those flags they have of veterans hanging. And if there's money left over, I thought maybe that would be a nice idea to have in our town. I've seen it in several different towns, but if, I don't think the gazebo thing's gonna happen, but maybe if the funds are available, that it can be used for something like that for the veterans, since it is the month of veterans.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
What else there? Okay. Yes. Out in Zoom land,
No.
Jim, I guess I'll give the floor to you with the,
All right, first, I think everybody has a copy.
budget.
Yep, everybody has a copy of the final budget. No changes were made after the public hearing, so the preliminary budget is essentially the final version of the budget, so we need to make a motion to adopt the budget for 2025.
I'll make a motion to adopt the budget for 2025.
I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
So Nick, you have a copy you'll sign, and okay, if you could forward me a copy.
Sure.
By the way, that, I that as well. We need quorum, so there's three of us here.
Second, everybody should have received a copy of the supervisor's report for the month of October. We need a motion to approve that for October.
I'll make a motion to approve supervisor's report. I looked at it earlier on the people.
Second that. Any further discussion?
Mhm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Aye. Motion carried.
Next, we need a motion to approve the bank reconciliation for the supervisor's checking for the month of October.
Which is right there.
I'll make a motion to approve the bank reconciliation reports for September.
October.
October.
I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And that as well. Motion carried.
Next, we have one budget modification for this month. This is to increase the equipment line for the purchase of a Mack truck and related equipment. Cost of the Mack truck was budgeted for in the 2023 budget. The truck and related invoice was not received until late October or early November. The equipment cost was included in the 2024 budget. So we need to move from the highways unassigned fund balance $201,000 and apply that to the machinery and equipment line. So need a motion to approve that transfer.
Just thought this was the one related to, it's the one that we've already have in the garage, or the one.
This is
that
one
we're
that
trying to
just-
feed the
Was just
EV
delivered.
to- Okay, that's the one that,
Yes.
it's a beautiful truck, by the way.
Yeah.
Did they give you that hat?
Except they have
They
put
did.
blocks on the pedals because I couldn't reach them. Truck with their hair.
We did. It's an expensive hat. I'll make a motion to approve the budget modification for $201,000 to the machine and equipment line.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Okay,
I'll second it.
any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Other than that, everything is looking good for the budget as we approach the end of the year. There may be some more modifications next month, but so far so good. We are, I think, 3 or 4% away from receiving our total budget revenue for the year. There's I think one more payment from Spectrum for franchise fees. We have the December mortgage tax come in, which usually comes in at the end of December, early January. Outside of that, everything's looking pretty good. NICLAS, we brought in $8,600 of interest for the month. That brings us up to $103,000 year to date. So overall, we're looking fairly good.
Great.
That's all I have.
All right.
Thanks, Jim.
Next on to the clerk's report. Nikki.
Yeah, I'm just looking for board acceptance of the October 8th, 2024 meeting minutes, the draft together.
I'll make the motion to accept the minutes from last month.
I'll second it.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Perfect. Board approval for the bank reconciliation reports for October 2024 town clerk and tax collector accounts.
I think that's. I'll make a motion to approve the bank reconciliation for the tax account,
And the town clerk.
the town clerk, October of 24.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carried.
Last thing is payment of bills. We need a motion for payment. of bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills except for one.
We have one, Jim, that we really want clarification.
It's
on.
the unemployment insurance.
The unemployment insurance, because I had the credit on there.
Then that would not be paid. That shouldn't be paid.
That's what we have on that page. So
Okay, we'll pay all the one. I'll make a motion to pay all the ones.
But 521.
Except that one that shouldn't be paid.
I'll second.
Go ahead.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried.
Mark, Jim, Mark, let's finish sending some of the people, we can give them to you.
Good.
Okay. It's all you, BR.
Yeah, like Mark just said, we received the Mack truck, took it on delivery last week. So in doing that, I'd like to move 3 pieces of equipment to surplus. With the condition we'll be getting the 26500s here probably in the next week or two as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to take those to auction, because we're running out of room across.
These 3 pieces. Number 1 is the 06 International 4200 4x2 truck number 0619. Number 2 is the 01 Ford 550 medium duty plow truck. Number 3 is the 04 Challenger tractor, unit number 15. And I do have one piece I want to move to scrap, which is pretty well junk. And that's a 20-year-old flail 3-point hitch bore.
So we're running out of room across the street, basically, right? So
Well, we will be, yeah. But these pieces got to move out, auction off and stuff.
Yeah, so
So I need,
any like idea what we can get for this stuff? If you don't.
not much. They're pretty old. But we'll get the, we'll
Where do
get
you
the
think
best we
those
can.
auction?
Auctions International. Posted online. We just signed up for another 2-year contract with them, so.
They usually take.
A couple of months. Yeah,
That's the same site that we use to auction off our school buses.
yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good.
That's worked pretty good other times.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sure has.
Lot more form than trade, that's for sure.
Yep. So I'd like board approval to move them over to surplus and then the one scrap.
I'll make a motion, to move those, do you want me to list them or just move the 3 pieces of equipment and then?
We can put it in the minutes. I'll take a picture of this and I'll put that.
Is that 06 International, the 01 Ford 550, and then the
The
Challenger
04 Challenger
tractor
tractor,
to
Surplus.
two
surplus.
surplus and then that old Elmo flail mower to scrap.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I got. Yeah.
All right. We have the code officer's report. Let's make a motion to approve the code officer's
I
report.
haven't seen it.
Oh, you have not seen it? Right. Okay.
I didn't get it either.
It's on the website, these should be copied.
That was October.
Yeah, I didn't get a copy of November.
Right,
One I sent to you today?
I think so. Yesterday.
Let's see.
Yeah, it says October.
That was like.
That's what you sent me.
That would be
That
accurate.
would be the.
That would be
the-
accurate.
Okay.
But I don't, that's accurate. I just don't have it.
Okay.
All right.
Try and bring it up so I can at least look at it and then.
On the homepage of the site. That's where.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Sweet. I think you've been busy.
I'll make a motion to approve the code officer's reports. I think there's quite a bit of stuff there, I'll say. He looks like he's been doing quite a bit of stuff.
I'll second the motion.
Okay,
And then I'll
any
review it.
further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Carried. Okay, counselors report.
I have nothing to add today.
Counselors, anybody? Anything to add?
You know what, I was gonna do more on the social media stuff tonight, but I didn't get it together. I talked a little bit to Veronica about how she felt about stuff and. But I didn't get enough together to reword things to present it, so let's do it next month.
Okay,
Okay,
We should probably sit down and meet,
yeah,
just to go over it and
Yeah, if you want me in on that, I'd. gladly be-
whoever is,
so two of us and you,
yeah,
so I know Bill, I think.
we can even
wanted to
do it as a Zoom call. We don't have to be.
Okay,
Only other thing, I guess we've, I brought up about moving the, public comments to the end. I've heard most people say they'd like to have that. I don't know if there's.
I see advantages both ways, some people, they don't want to be here for the whole meeting and just want to speak and leave, and others want to wait after, so. I almost wish we could do it, but.
Yeah,
I agree. I thought that's why we moved it to begin in the first place, to accommodate, the constituents, so they didn't have to sit through it. And ironically, it seems as though many of them actually do want to respond to what went on during the meeting. So I feel the same way. I think I'd be glad to do whatever the constituents want us to do. But the moving it to the beginning was for that purpose, I thought, originally.
Yeah, and it's not that there's nothing wrong with it, just that if they, just do discussion, or I don't know if we have to make a motion to try.
No,
to.
I don't think we have to make a motion, it's just
Yeah.
an agreement amongst us, what we have to do,
Yeah.
what we want to do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a reordering of the agenda. Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I was in agreement with doing it early, and then we got the feedback from our community that said they wanted it later. So, if they're willing to sit through the meeting and be able to talk about things when the meeting's over, then let's move it to the other side. But I mean, it seems like whichever way you go, you can't keep everybody happy, which we're trying to do. I guess, Mark, the other thing we could do is we could try to move it later and see what kind of feedback we get from the community, starting January 1, for example, see how that goes. And we spend a couple meetings and people want to move it, we can move it back.
Okay. Sounds like a good plan. All right. Anything else, councilors?
No, I got nothing else today.
Okay. The only thing I have is just to make everyone aware of the upcoming tree lighting party. 2 p.m. on December 1st, Sunday, December 1st. It's usually a well-received and well-attended event. And great for the kids, great for the community. So other than that, it's, with all the budget work.
Mark, where is that?
It's right here.
Right here.
Yeah, right here. And I want to give a preemptive huge thanks to BR and his staff. They do basically everything. They put all the lights up, move all the chairs in and out, get all the tables set up, and so.
The Historical Society.
Other than BR, nobody complains.
Oh, yeah, the historical. Yeah, those guys complain.
What's up, Delphi Fire Department one?
Yeah, let's.
I guess there's also one December 7th, the following, looks like Saturday, 6 p.m. at Delphi Falls, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Santa on the fire truck.
There you go.
Yeah, so.
Usually someone sends me a flyer or something for the website.
Pardon me?
Usually I
Oh,
get,
yes, can you please, what?
I'll post it on the website. Usually I get a flyer from someone. They send me
Okay.
a flyer.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I have the, we'll give you the,
You have a PDF of it, it'd be great.
I don't have the PDF. I know they were working on it today and this hasn't been.
Okay.
I'll
Who's
get that over
that,
to you.
the Historical Society?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll have to see if I can get a PDF version of the Delphi one.
You want me to post that one too?
If you want.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, might as well put them out there. These things are great for the kids and for families to attend, either one of them, both, whatever. It's a fun time, celebrate and enjoy.
Okay, I think that's it. You can adjourn.
Are you sure? It hasn't been. Yeah. Okay.
And
All right, do we need a motion?
You do.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make a motion. The meeting is adjourned.
You can't move. No.
He can make a motion, he can't vote. Okay.
all right, I'll second it.
There you go.
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Mhm.
Carried. Adjourn, thanks.
Mark, you gotta finish signing most of it. Finish with the bills.
Vicky, do you get this back, sister? I do, thank you.